Okay. Hey everyone, welcome to the VanHackathon Hangout. We're going to get into how the VanHackathon works. So let's just go in and talk about it through the Slack group that'll be hosted in. So we don't have to just go back. Okay, cool. So every company will have a channel, and we're going to have teams of 4 people. There'll be 4 people that'll be part of it. We're gonna start creating the teams now. We will use Trello to do that. And if you don't have a team, it's okay. You can do the project by yourself. All the projects the companies will share will be open projects. Things like create a scalable app a scalable chat app, something like this. Really, really simple, basic challenges that people can show their creativity. Create a landing page for your favorite nonprofit is probably the most common one for designers or front end people. Different companies will have different challenges, and we'll all have Slack channels in Slack where people from the company and VanHackers working on the channel will be able to share experiences, talk about it, talk about their experience there, ask questions, interact. But really, guys, the secret here is you connect with the companies in a more practical way. What better way of showing who you are as a professional than by actually jumping in and starting to work on a project with a hiring manager, with a company that you might want to work for, rather than sending them your resume and waiting to get selected for an interview. You're going to have a chance basically to do a job interview with 1 or more companies. We're going to have 3 to 5 companies participating. Still confirming 2 more. But you're going to actually be able to talk to them, share ideas with them, brainstorm, ask them good questions. So this is the beauty of the VanHackathon. It's like, think about it like a week long. Actually, it won't be a week long. It'll be like, a week long job interview. So you'll be coding from Wednesday, November 22nd until the Sunday, which I think is the 26th. And then we'll have 3 days where it'll be peer reviews. And we'll talk about how that'll work soon. But basically, just so you know, this is how the actual practicalities of it will be. Another thing that's important is we're going to be using the VanHack Platforms. So let me show you guys what that'll look like. I don't know if you guys have seen on VanHack that you have here Hackathon. Do you guys all have this in your platform? I think that maybe that's for admins. I need to check. But yeah, basically, we'll put in a link here. So you can see the different VanHackathons. So yeah, app.vanhack.com/hackathon. Can you guys all see this page?
Yeah.
Yeah. So here you can see challenges from last hackathon, and we'll update this to make it open. Sorry, not make it open. Make it so there'll be the new challenges will be updated here at the time that they're posted, and basically. You can see the challenges here. So let's go into one of them, for example. So the booking.com challenge from last time. You can see all the information. So they want to create a framework for A/B testing, and because A/B testing for booking.com is really important. So let's see another one. And then if you're going to do the challenge, you click here, say I'm going to do the challenge. That way the companies know who's working on their project, and they can follow up with you and talk with you about it later. Here's another one. Create a browser plugin for Google Chrome. Pretty straightforward. We can think of another one. Here, Thinkific. This is an education company in Vancouver that's hired 4 VanHackers. This is their challenge here. So these are just examples for you guys to see what kind of things companies are looking for. You'll be working in teams of 1 to 4, making the project, and really what they want to see is how you work. It doesn't have to be this amazing, perfect project you create. Companies don't expect you to build anything for them. That's another thing. All this code, of course, will be open source. So no one's going to own it. It's not going to be for the companies to use. It'll basically be like a job interview that they're going to see you working for a few days. So there's this. And then let's go and look at some actual projects the VanHackers made. So this is, you can see your team. This is a team here. I have 2 people. You can click in and see the details, and you can see, a little bit of information, the skills that you guys used, and then you can actually see the product here. Another thing that's really important is if you can, create a video, a quick screenshot video of what the product is. So yeah, this is just basically a interesting product, and companies can see that afterwards. And then the companies can see all the people that worked on their projects, and be able to get in touch with them. Click on the profile. Very important, guys. Fill out your VanHack profiles. See, in this case, we don't know anything about this guy. I guess we have to click into LinkedIn, but also add your VanHack resume so companies that can see this page during the hackathon. Anyway, so that's that. That's how it looks. That's how it'll work. You guys will all have a link to this and be able to post your projects here and be able to submit. Also, another thing, we're going to be using a platform called CodeC to be able to, whoops, code should be, let's see. Okay, so it's a automated code review platform. So we're going to be using this after you've done your project. You're going to add it to GitHub as an open source repository. Okay. Are you guys all following me, by the way? Am I speaking too fast? Can you guys hear me? Is the audio okay?
Yeah, that goes. I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. Awesome.
The problem for me is just some cutting in the audio. Sometimes I can't hear you.
Okay.
I think other people is having this problem too.
Hey, Fernando.
Hi.
Okay, I'll try and speak slower then. Is it better like this? I'm just really excited, guys. That's why I speak fast. It's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, so let me just see if my old account works here. So this is a really cool product. Actually, I'm in Lisbon right now I found this is actually a company from Lisbon. So once you're finished, we're going to be doing two things. One is you're going to be doing adding it to CodeC, so we can do like an automatic code review or peer review code review here. So this is just an example. Here it's going to show you the project of A to F. So this is an A project, and give you some different feedback here. And we're going to be using this to show this to companies and getting the companies to kind of see these scores and using that as one thing. Another thing, kind of one metric to decide if they want to interview you or not. And another thing they're going to measure as well is the peer review that you give to someone else. So part of the last 3 days of the hackathon is going to go from Wednesday until Sunday, and then from Monday until Wednesday, you'll have 3 days to do a code review of someone for someone else, and we'll find a way to pair you guys up, so you can give good code reviews, and that way they can check your written English, which is important, your communication skills, as well as your thinking and the way you approach problems. And really, that's it. So that's how it's going to work. And the reason we're doing this part, this last part here, this is new. So this is something we haven't done before, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't know how it'll work in terms of if it'll be helpful or not. But it's really been a big problem for us. We've done 3 hackathons already, and the biggest problem is companies not giving feedback. And I really, really don't like this because it's bad for both sides. It's bad for you guys because you feel like the company's not giving you attention after you worked 3 days or 4 days, I guess before it was 2 days, on their products or on their projects, not their products, and their challenges. And then also it's bad for the companies because they have to take all this time and they feel guilty. What companies want is to find the great developer or great teammate fast. So that's why we're doing this, and I'm excited. I think it's going to be really cool. We're going to be able to analyze, and we'll have a ranking of all the VanHackathon challenges, and see which ones are, quote unquote, the best. Basically, they're going to be checking your complexity of your code, if it's complicated or not. Give style, performance, all these things, security. These are not necessarily need to have 100% in everything, but some companies are going to want to see different things, and they'll tell you guys about that during their challenges. So we have 3 companies. I'll stop share. We have 3 companies that have so far confirmed. All 3 are from Canada, and we'll probably have 2 more Canadian companies confirming as well. We're focusing on Canada because of the time zone difference. There might be some US or European companies, but because Europe is so far ahead in time, in order for us to have a webinar or like a hangout with a European company, it'll have to be at like 11 p.m. or midnight Europe time. And companies want to be able to talk to you guys, have hangouts. Maybe some startups or smaller companies will be open to staying up late, but HR people are sometimes not so open to working late. So yeah, let's just focus on Canada for now for this ones, and we can see going forward. Okay, So there's a lot of things I talked about in the last few minutes. So I'll open up to questions now, and we can just hang out and chat. And someone has their mother, Eligio has their mother behind them. So hi, Eligio's mom. I can see you in the webinar there. Hola to the bank. That's awesome.
She's my mom.
Yeah, it's your mom. That's what I said. Hola, señora. That's awesome. She's probably wondering, why is my son so crazy staying up late at 9 p.m. on a Saturday night? Cool. All right, guys. The floor is yours.
Hello.
Yes, Debarun.
Yeah. Hi, Ali. This is Devarun. I'm calling from Singapore.
Oh,
okay.
Cool.
Just want to understand when that the projects which are there currently, the company who are actually sharing those projects with us, is it all related to the application coding, or some database coding or SQL coding is involved in that? I was thinking about that.
Good question. Yeah, so there'd be different skills that will be tested. So most companies are looking to hire software engineers, although different skills will be needed and tested. Designers, we'll need some designers as well. I don't know about specific companies looking for database engineers right now in this hackathon, but we're always looking for different types of talent in VanHack. We're always getting new jobs. So just because it won't have maybe a challenge for you this time for the hackathon doesn't mean that VanHack in general can't help you find a job. We've helped a few DBAs get hired this year, and it's definitely a skill that's in demand. So right now there aren't any DBA challenges. Most of them they're all software engineering or design challenges, but we might have in the future.
Okay, actually, means I worked in the organizations where they are rigid about using open source technologies, but it's the current age is about open source technologies, and I am really studying those things like Python, R.
Awesome.
And maybe I'll try to contribute in those projects. So let me have a look. Okay, and I'll try my best.
Awesome, Deburan. Really nice to have you. I think you're the first VanHacker from Singapore that I've ever met. So that's really cool.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. And welcome.
Thank you.
No problem. Daniel, can you hear me? Daniel, you have your hands in your ears. Is it really quiet? Is the audio okay? Yeah? Okay, he's nodding. That's good. Some game companies, Dalton. No, not this time around. What is the process with VanHack to validate other technologies or competencies? Ramiro, what do you mean? How do we evaluate your tech skills? Is that what you're asking? Right now, it's a combination of using CodeC, using DevSkiller.
Can you hear me there?
Yes, hey.
Hey, nice to meet you. Yeah, what I'm talking about is what is the process within VanHack in order to validate other technologies or competences. I mean, I was trying to fulfill my profile into the portal to submit other competences that I do have, but for some reason they are not listed there because you guys need to validate them first. So that's what I was asking.
Yeah, good question. I can show you right now. So maybe better to show rather than tell. So in our platform, every once in a while, we have to go and so the reason we did this is because there's a lot of different skills in VanHack that are added by VanHackers. And by the way, guys, only 7% of VanHackers have added 5 or more skills. If you don't add skills to the platform, we can't match you with companies that well, because when we do, and I should make a video. Maybe I'll show you guys this after. But when we search for VanHackers in our backend, we have companies asking for us all the time. We have over 100 jobs on the platform. Companies are asking all the time, I need XYZ developer. And we search the skills, and if your skills aren't up to date, then we won't find you. But what Ramiro is asking is, how about adding new skills? So Ramiro, tell me what skill you have added recently that wasn't showing up in your platform or in your profile.
Well, for example, I'm a ServiceNow technical consultant, and ServiceNow is a platform as a service technology.
Like this?
But of course, it's not maybe. Yeah, it's supported by ServiceNow. It's all one word.
It's not here. Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh
Exactly.
no, sorry. Waiting for approval. Here it is. So I need to approve this. The reason we do this.
So that's an example. Or if I wanted to submit like consulting or ID consulting or ITSM consulting, something like that, or other technologies or other competencies that anyone can submit there.
Yeah.
So that's why that was my question.
Yeah.
If it's taking too long to approve all those skills or competencies or technologies within one hack team.
So you know why we do this? You know why we do this? We do this because people can add skills that are the same thing but written differently. For example, Java EE. This is well, I'll get into this later, guys. But Java EE, this is waiting for approval. But if you look here, we'll probably have Java. I'm just guessing we'll have Java EE without. Interesting. Okay, well this might be a bug because Java EE should be merged. Okay, so the reason why we had this was because we didn't want VanHackers to add the same skill different ways. So you have .NET written different ways, or you have different things like Objective-C, for example, with the space, or Objective. Is it Objective-C without the space? Sorry, with a space instead of the dash. This kind of things. I think now I've just found a bug here because these skills should be C, and there should be C as well here already. So that's actually something we need to fix. But usually that's why, Ramiro, to answer your question, you weren't able to see it. So I'm going to go through this and update this. That's actually really good to know. And just to kind of tell you guys why is because when we are searching for VanHackers to put into jobs, we're searching here, and this is our talent pool. And you guys can all see it actually in app.vanhack, this URL. I'll just put it here, make it easier for you guys. So yeah, just to make a point of why you want to have your skills updated, is because when I search here, it's very simple, just skills tags, and we need to of course improve that and think about it. But this is, for example, all the VanHackers that have Ruby and React. Sorry, it shouldn't be React. It should be React.js. There's quite a bit here, but probably there's some Ruby and React developers that aren't here, and that's a problem. So yeah, thanks, Ramiro. It's really important to update the skills, and it's also something that we need to fix too. So thank you for showing that. Cool.
Okay, but my last question regarding that is for how long you guys will take to to check all of those competencies or technologies in order for us to submit all our full profile within the VanHack portal?
Good question. I need to yeah, Diogo, that's hilarious. Optimize your profile for our talent pool for sure. So Ramiro, that's something that we need to get someone to do every week, and it's just something we need to improve. Right now it's manual, and we need to figure out a way to make it automatic, or think about how we can make it automatic. But yeah, we should fix this. I can't give you an exact day of but we're constantly working on it, constantly doing it. Now that I found this problem, I'm going to spend tomorrow and just spend an hour tomorrow doing this. But then from there, we'll just keep cleaning it up.
I understand. It's okay. Thank you, William.
Yeah, no, good question. Where are you from, Ramiro?
Colombia.
Awesome. Cool. I'm watching the Narcos on Netflix right now. It's season 3. It's pretty good.
Do you like it?
It's just kind of mindless, but it's funny. It's fine. It's interesting. A little bit.
Okay.
But I think it's cool to learn about the history. I don't think I would know as much of the history if I wasn't for the TV show, But yeah.
Yeah, it's not a good history for us, though.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's a good story of how bad it was and how it's better. Right now, I'm in Portugal, and Portugal is a country that's gotten a lot better in a short amount of time. So I think it's good to know how it was and where it's going. And a lot of tech happening in Colombia. So very cool.
Okay, perfect. By the way, Ilya, I got another question if you don't mind.
Sure, guys. Let's let one more question for Ramiro and someone else.
Sorry about that.
We have half an hour, guys.
Sorry to interrupt.
No problem.
Yeah. The question is related to one of the options that we have on the main menu to check our express entry probability.
Yes.
I used it, and at the end of the session, there was like an option to send us some recommendations or something, but I didn't receive anything. I'm not sure if that's working fine or not.
Another bug. Okay. Yeah, we have a lot of problems ever since we migrated to the new platform. Well, I don't know. I honestly haven't been paying attention too much to this express entry feature. I know. Can you get a score? Can you get your express entry score?
Kind of. It's not like a score per se. It was more like you didn't fulfill the minimum level to submit like an express entry submission or application, and here are some recommendations, and if you want to, we can send you an email with this list, and I'm still waiting for the email.
Okay, I'll check that. Junior, thanks for the tip. Awesome. We should do these webinars more so I can just learn all the bugs and figure out how to solve them. This is great, guys. Thank you. We're going to probably start using user voice or something like this to get bugs, do bug tracking for the platform. We have so many great, talented technical professionals, and we should be listening to you guys more, right? Cool.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
Hello, Iya.
Cristiano.
Hello.
Hey, Okoli. Let me just answer some questions from the chat, Okoli, and then I'll get to your question. There'll be a couple quick things here that people asked in the chat. A couple of people asked about the teams. So teams will be formed in Trello. I'll send a link about this on Monday, and basically we can how can I say? I'll make a video and I'll show you guys how to do that. It's pretty straightforward. But yeah, we'll work on the teams. If you already have a team, great. If you're looking for a team, you can post in Trello, I'm looking for a team, and then that way you can all kind of see where everyone's at. Excuse me. And then, is there any manager on each team? No. It's up to you how you do that. What is the time needed? So all the projects are open-ended. So there's no specific amount of time given. There's no like do this in 3 hours. All the projects are open-ended projects that will allow you to show your skills and show your creativity and show your work in the 5 days of the hackathon. Okay. Updating my profile. Yeah, so we're having some issues with profiles. Yes. One thing I'll say is right now we're trying to build some new features to be able to connect and match VanHackers with companies better. And profile data is something that we're just really focusing on right now because we just need to figure out the matching first, and then we'll update the bugs of the profile, the picture, the English level, all that stuff, the skills. I think we need to hire some VanHackers to help us. So yeah, we'll be sharing some. We'll probably be hiring a front-end developer and maybe one more back-end developer soon. .NET and Angular. Just an FYI. Okay, step-by-steps of the hackathon. Step one. Well, it's really simple actually. So before the hackathon, create your team. That's the only thing you need to do is create a team between now and the 22nd. So you have basically 11 days to create teams. Then we'll have an opening hangout where companies will share their challenges and a little bit about each other. We'll have all the companies in one hangout together. That'll be the opening hangout. From right after that hangout, the hackathon will start. You'll have until Sunday at midnight Brazil time to submit the code. Then we'll be doing the automated review as well as the peer review until Wednesday, and then we'll have a closing hangout Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Brazil time to kind of close and have anyone ask any questions. And then from there, after the hackathon, companies will invite people that they like to interview, and then hopefully many people get hired.
Ilya, could you please repeat the second and the third step, because I had a freeze on your voice for like 3 or 4 seconds.
Okay, so the second step will be to work on the project with your team, and then the third step will be to do the peer review. So the second step will be from 8 p.m. I believe Brazil time on Wednesday night, the 22nd, until midnight Sunday night, the 26th. And then until the 29th, we'll have the peer review. And that peer review will be pretty simple. You just do one peer review. And that shouldn't take you more than half an hour max. I don't think that takes too long time. But we just wanted to give people some time because there'll be work and other things with family. We can't be doing big things all the time. one whole week. So again, this is an experiment in terms of this new format. Usually we had just one weekend. Now we're making it longer. And I think that'll give you guys more time to connect with companies and really show what you can do. But also keep the momentum high. I should get some water. Okay, let's keep going. I think Okoli had some questions. Did you have a question, Okoli? Am I saying your name right?
Yeah, Okoli Solomon, yes. Hi, Iya.
Hey, Okoli. Where are you from?
I'm from Nigeria.
Hey, Nigeria.
Nigeria, yes.
The land of Victor Okosodu.
Oh, yes, yeah. He told me about VanHack.
Cool,
Said
cool.
great things about you.
Yeah, he's moving to Malta.
Yeah, he told me about it. Yeah, it's wonderful. Okay, so I'm a .NET developer, and I'm also a front-end developer with AngularJS and TypeScript. So I want to know, the companies you talked about in Canada, are the tests going to be technology agnostic? The project that will be done, are they going to stick to particular technology, or we'll be free to choose whatever technologies we use?
Yep. Good question. So some projects will be specific technologies, and other will be open. So there's one company, guys, at the hackathon that's hiring like 300 developers in the next 90 days. And they're hiring all sorts of developers.
Okay.
There's another company that's more focused on specific technologies. Yeah, 300, I know. It's one of the it's the 5th fastest growing company in Canada. So yeah. And then others will be more specific. So there will be a .NET challenge. So to answer specifically for you, there will be a .NET challenge as well as a more generic one. Cool. Yeah. And Okoli, to send me a message. Like I said, we're hiring a .NET and Angular developer for VanHack. So maybe we can talk for you joining our team. I think it'd be cool to have someone from Nigeria, because I think you guys in Nigeria and Africa in general are a very underrated place right now in the world for tech talent, and I think it's really a place that I would love to have more Van Hackers from. So send me a message after, please.
All right.
Yeah, seriously.
Thank
it's
you.
really, really cool.
All right.
Cheers, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, one thing I have to say, guys, I'm really excited about, for me personally, like, just for everyone to know, and I'm sure many people from Brazil know this, but when we started VanHack, it was just for Brazilians. When I used to live in Brazil, everything was in Portuguese. And then this year, it's been really cool to see how many different places, like we have someone from Cuba here, right? I think it was William from Cuba. We had Ramiro from Colombia, Nigeria. I think Eliash, you're from Egypt, right, Eliash? And also from Singapore, Dabarun. I mean, guys, it's so cool for me. Seriously, that for me, like, makes my heart warm. So Lebanon. Sorry, I missed not Egypt, man. Sorry, that's a big difference. Okay. Yeah, Brazil. Yeah, for sure. Con certeza, right, guys? Yeah, awesome. Hugo Medeiros has his hand up. Very, very polite, Hugo. What's your question, man?
Hi, good evening for everyone. There's a challenge for designers.
Designers, yeah, definitely designers for sure.
Any company recruit own designers?
Yeah. There'll be a few companies hiring designers, and every challenge will need a designer to help make the front end. So yeah.
Okay, thank you.
No worries, Hugo. Great question. Fernando asked me privately, but it's a good question. Is the company specify the languages? Yeah, companies will specify the languages. Usually they will give like a range of languages that they're looking for. So yeah, they'll specify. You guys will have all the instructions. Julian Vaya had a question or wanted to ask a question. Hey, Julian.
Hi. Hello, everyone. I want to ask if there is any documentation about the process to get into the hackathon, because I was looking for it on the page, but I didn't see anything like it.
To sign up?
Yes, something like the process. I have to. What kind of skills do I have to submit on the platform, and the process to grab the teams, how this process will be made.
Yeah, so we'll use Trello. Let me just quickly show you guys, actually.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, of course. This is why we have these Hangouts, so that I can understand what's not clear and what we need to improve. Very cool. Oh, whoops, wrong screen. Where is Chrome? I think it's this. Okay. Trello. Should have here somewhere. VanHackathon from last year. Okay, it's not here. We'll be using Trello. I don't know why. I must have a different VanHackathon account. It's really strange, actually. I need to check this. But yeah, basically, we'll create a Trello page, and you'll be able to say, who's looking for a team, who already has a team, and connect the two. Also, like, use the Slack group to chat as much as possible.
Right.
Yeah, and then basically, if you're in the Slack group, you've signed up. There's nothing else you have to do. So the only thing you need is a team. It's the only thing to do. Once you have a team and you're in the Slack group, you're ready.
And what is going to be the deadline to sync up? I think that I won't be able to participate if I don't have a premium account.
No. Everyone can participate. It's open. VanHackathon's open.
It's totally open?
Yeah, totally open. Totally open, of course. It's an event. Come hang out. Yeah.
Okay, that was my... Yes, I have that question running on my head. So thank you very much for the accoration.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, exactly. So Diogo said here, Julian, it's Julian, right? Julian?
Yeah, it's actually Julian Vega.
Julian Vega. Julian Vega. Your name, Julian. Okay. Julian Vega. Also Vega. Also Colombia.
Julian Vega is just a nickname.
Cool. My Spanish nickname is Julio, like Ilya Julio.
Okay.
Yeah.
it's kind of related, yes.
Yeah, poquito, right? Cool. Are you from Colombia too?
Yes, I am from Colombia.
Nice, awesome, very cool. Great. Yeah, we had someone from Colombia get hired in a company in Hamburg this year. Gabriel Bernal. He got hired in a company in Germany, in Hamburg. Yeah. So, yeah, we need more.
Yes, I hope to get hired too.
You hope to get hired too?
Yes, I am sharpening my skills on machine learning and deep learning abilities. And
awesome.
That kind of, yes, that is my field right now.
That's a great field, guys. Everyone who's going, like, machine learning is super hot right now. Machine learning, artificial intelligence, all this stuff. It's really, really important. So, cool, Julian. Nice to meet you, and welcome. I don't think we've met before.
Thank you very much.
So yeah, it's very important, guys. This is open for everyone. Like, if you have friends who are looking to get hired as well, it's free to join the VanHackathon. Really, really no problem at all. Like, we want to have, before it was $10 a month, and we decided just to make it free. One thing I will say is, because it's free, a lot of people signed up but didn't participate. I would, like, really, I want to make it so there's something it's a good event, and we need more people to show up and participate, so more companies come, and it becomes a circle, right? More van hackers, more companies, more van hackers. So I would urge you don't have to come for the whole time, even just participate in the Slack group and chat with companies. This is cool too. But yeah, don't just because it is free, don't need to pay anything to join. So premium, it's another thing. I guess we can talk about it quickly. It's premium is 65 Canadian dollars a month. Yeah, that's what it is. But basically, what you get 30 hours of English practice per month. So basically, 2 hours per $2 an hour for English. The cheapest, best price you'll ever get for English classes with a native speaker, focused on development interviews, job interviews for developers. Cristiano, do you mind telling a little bit about your experience with VanHack Premium? That might be better for someone who is a premium member to talk about it rather than actually me, because I think it'll be more.
Oh man, your connection frozen. Okay, but I can talk a little bit about. So I've been premium member for, I'm not sure, like for 4 months. For now, I'm taking advantage of all the learning stuff for English, and also for interview practices. Me and Yaduraj, that are online with us, have the pleasure to take the interview classes all the Saturday. Okay, so if premium members want to join us, so be free to join us. Well, I think in my case, for now, as I'm not working for applying yet, I'm dealing with some stuff, personal stuff here. So it's basically I've improved my English like a lot, more than ever than I've paid before. So in private class, it's a big opportunity to listen to different accents, also to express yourself, to be corrected by the community. Basically, during our classes, we students give feedback to the others. So we have like 2 opportunities in one class to improve our English. So by listening, by learning, of course, and also by trying to explain to the people what do we think. Also, I'm working on my LinkedIn and our resume soon. I'm going to send to the guys to review it. And also, you're going to see my face to be verified by you guys soon.
Cool. Yeah, well, your English is definitely, much better than it was before. And also, how can I say, like, it's at a good level now. I think you're at a level where you can definitely be working. You don't have to have perfect English, guys. You just have to have good enough English and be confident in yourself. That's really the biggest thing. But yeah, cool. Thanks, Cristiano. Thanks. Okay, guys, we have 10 minutes left. It's time for a few more questions. Tony asked a good one here about teams and like a team model. Honestly, there's not really any specific good team model. There's not one that I've seen better than the others. I would say a balanced team is a good team. So one with maybe front end, back end, and designer. That could be a nice team. But don't worry, you don't have to have everything together. Just make the best of what you can, because really at the end of the day, companies are going to be looking at your individual work. So yes, you're going to be working in a team, but it's going to be based on individual work, and they'll be interviewing the individuals that they like best. So don't let team or not having a team be a problem or something that stops you. You can start forming teams now. And in fact, I apologize. I've only given you 11 days to do this. This is my fault. I've been here in Portugal at a big tech conference called Web Summit, and I shouldn't have done this earlier. Yeah, we are also, we are going to be focused a lot on this. I'll be helping and talking a lot more. Basically, my only focus now in VanHack Week is VanHack Week. How many VanHacks do we have per year? 2. So 2 VanHackathons. Good question. So yeah, we've done 2 a year, and this is number 4. Another thing I should say, guys, this is not just a VanHackathon. We're doing something called VanHack Week, which means we'll be having webinars or hangouts with VanHackers who are successful, VanHackers who are living in Canada or living abroad in other countries, the Netherlands, Germany, other places. I think we also have VanHackers in Portugal and other countries that I can't remember right now, Spain, etc. And we'll be talking to them about their lives, about how they are doing, what's it like, their work, what's like their lives, just some success stories. You guys are probably seeing a lot of our success story videos, and we'll be doing these kind of live. You can ask them questions. It'll be really cool. So we'll be doing 2 or 3 of those. I'm just confirming the people, and then I'll be sharing more information about the schedule. Oh, by the way, there is a schedule for all of you guys who haven't seen it. It should. I'll add it to the website, which I haven't done. So I'll just share it with you guys right now. Okay, here we go. So yeah, I'll add this to the website as well and make an FAQ. I guess when a van hacker is hired by a Canadian company, that person helps with relocation stuff, right? Yes, good question, Ramiro. So usually what happens is a company pays for flights and first month housing. This is kind of the standard. Some companies just give you money, like $2,000 or $3,000 or something like this, is a signing bonus, and use that money for relocation. Most of the time, they give you some help. Sometimes they don't, but most of the time they do. How many projects are available in this hackathon? When will we know about them? We're determining this, and we will share all of this. It'll probably be about 10 projects, and they'll all be shared with you on the first day of the hackathon, or the first when the VanHackathon opens. That way, people don't have an unfair advantage of knowing about VanHackathon projects before other people. Yeah, Renato. So for everyone who's in November 100, yes, the VanHackathon will definitely help. VanHackathon is our biggest event of the year, or two biggest events of the year. So everyone in VanHack who wants to get hired should be at the VanHackathon, at least networking. You don't have to spend your whole day working and coding. We know you have lives and jobs, but you should be there networking and talking to companies, connecting with them, and this is really the key. So yes, definitely the VanHackathon is the best way for you to get hired. In terms of connecting with companies and making a good impression. Also, we'll be continually matching you with jobs all the time from our job board too. But the VanHackathon is a really good way to kind of have the energy come together of both sides, the companies and Van Hackers. And it's really cool when you can like see chats between people, and I don't know, there's something really nice to see when like you make that connection virtually. It's much different than just applying, on a website and being one more pile in a resume in a pile. Okay. 5 more minutes. Actually, it doesn't matter. I can stay as long as you guys have questions. My wife is traveling today. She's traveling with her sister, so I'm home alone. And so it's Saturday night. I'm home alone. Got nothing to do. So not that that's no reason, but otherwise she wouldn't let me have a webinar Saturday at midnight. So I'm actually really happy about this. It's nice to have some time to hang out with you guys. It's funny, like I've been so focused here with Van, and I'm just talking to myself, but I've been so focused on like running after all the companies, and sometimes I miss talking to Van Hackers, because that's really what VanHack, I don't know if you guys know, started as an education company. It was just me making videos and doing group classes with different people who wanted to move to Vancouver. That's why the name VanHack. But the last year, I've been more focused on finding companies that want to hire Van Hackers, because we realized that this could also be a recruiting company. First, it was just an online English class for developers who want to relocate. Anyway, so it's cool to come back to kind of this roots of what VanHack is. And this is really my favorite part, the company part. I never was in HR. I was always more like in education. And that's really what I like to do. So anyway, personal aside. Diogo asks, still looking forward to talk about talent manager position. That's awesome. Yeah, so by the way, guys, we are hiring for VanHack. We're hiring a few roles, as I mentioned, developer, front end, back end. We're also hiring a community manager, someone who could basically help me with all the webinars, all the chats, all the conversation, and just like helping Van Hackers getting more engaged and more hired faster and answering questions. I'm just one person. And I really need to scale myself. That's one of our biggest problems in VanHack is my biggest challenges, I should say, is I'm not very good at doing things more scaled. It's just a lot of manual work. So it'll be good to have one. So when can we apply? We just send me a DM. I don't think the jobs are online yet. So Cristiano for sure. We'll talk about that, man. That'd be awesome. Yeah, and guys, we're also hiring people who would be talent managers. So we're looking for people who can help connect the best Van Hackers to the jobs that are best for them. Like our biggest challenge right now is matching the two sides and doing that in a way that's efficient and fast. So we're looking to improve the product for this, and also as well have people to help. So the jobs are on the job board, and also you can always DM me and we can chat more. But yeah, that's some big plans for us for next year, and definitely for me, I always say our secret weapon is the fact that we have all these amazing Van Hackers in our community that we can also work with and help them join our team and have a professional experience. I don't know if you guys know Thiago, our CTO. He was one of our first premium members, and he was first our community manager. Then he turned into a CTO, and he's got a great job now in Canada, living in Vancouver. He's got a BMW. He's very happy about this. He loves cars. And yeah, so it's really cool for us to we say, you know, there's people to hire our van hackers, and we also, you know, do what we say in terms of hiring van hackers for our own team. Anyway, so to recap, just quickly, we can talk more if you guys have more questions. VanHackathon will start on November 22nd in 11 days, not this week, but next Wednesday. We'll go until the Wednesday after, so the 29th. We'll have 2 or 3 hangouts with successful van hackers during that time. We'll have 3 to 5 companies that are participating, all from Canada, all that are hiring, one that's hiring a lot. Actually, other one is hiring. Yeah, one's hiring like a crazy amount. The others are hiring a lot as well, like more than 3 positions for all the companies, but one with 300, so it's kind of crazy. Yeah, that company actually is having a webinar just for that company on Thursday, this Thursday coming up, Thursday the 16th at 8 p.m. Brazil time. Pretty sure 8 p.m. I don't know now with the time change. At either 8 or 9, I'll confirm. We will have a webinar with this company. The reason I'm not sharing the name is because I don't want you guys to apply directly for VanHack. We make money with recruiting, so please apply through VanHack. But the point is, this company is hiring like 300 developers or something crazy like this in the next 90 days. And we're doing a webinar just with them. They're hiring so much, they asked for us to do a webinar just with them on Thursday. So please, please, please be there. Let me share the sign-up link for you to sign up. We're going to be using Webinar Jam. It won't be on Zoom. So yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun, this one, because I think a lot of van hackers will get hired there. So just a tip for this. What technology they're looking for? They're looking for Java, machine learning, React, and DevOps. But for them, it's all about more than the specific languages. They're looking for people who have worked with high-scale platforms and have helped helped companies with performance issues. They're getting so many users right now that their product's not working well anymore. So if someone has worked with highest scale environments with millions of users, this is something they really need help with. So if you have that or any experience with that, send me a message. This is something really we're looking for to help them. Okay. Yeah, we had a premium VanHack member from Belo Horizonte, Brazil, get hired there as a React developer last week. We just haven't shared yet because he just wants to make sure his visa gets complete. But yeah, it's really cool. Okay, cool, guys. Any other questions? Any other questions? I'm here for you guys. No? Did I talk so much that you guys are just tired of hearing my voice? That's right, Hugo. Yes, you're tired. Oh, okay. QA professionals participate. Yeah. So Edevanier, I think I'm saying right. Or I hope I'm saying right. No real positions for QA right now. We do have a few QA jobs on VanHack, but not for the hackathon. So yeah, or there won't. I don't think there'll be QA jobs. Just I can confirm that, but I don't think there will be. But we do have QA positions, and we've helped a few QA people get hired. Definitely, like automatic testing is always very very in demand. All companies will provide visa sponsorship. Yes, that is visas. Yeah, for me, I believe companies are the new countries or grantors of visas for you to get into a country. If you can impress a company and they give you a job, you get a visa. So I think they're like the visa officers of the future, or even of the present. That's the way I see it. So yeah, we always work with companies to help them with visa. VanHack, we have like a partnership with an immigration company. So all companies work and sponsor visas for sure. Yep. I think we've helped now 10 van hackers go through the new global skills visa for Canada. By the way, you guys should all read our blog post about it because it's the best one online for the global skills visa in Canada. I'm very proud of it. If you Google Global Skills Visa Canada, VanHack is the only guide on the first page of Google, other than the Canadian government website. So really, we're working hard to help with visa and sponsorship and relocation. All those things are really important for us because that's what makes us different than all the other recruiting companies out there. Projects for NetSuite. Ooh, yes. Yo, Eligio, are you a NetSuite developer? Because we need a NetSuite developer for a company in Germany, like really badly. We should have this job in our job board. I think we do. But Eligio, are you working with NetSuite? Whoa, that's a rare skill and one that we've been looking for a long time. So, yeah. Cool. Yeah, there won't be projects for this on the hackathon, but we will have let me just find the job here for you. We will have Ilya speak English jobs for NetSuite engineers. Maybe I took it down because we stopped looking for it. Yeah, so let me see here. If you do work with NetSuite, we are looking for it. Yeah, I think I took the job down because we really it was just so hard to find that we stopped searching. But why not? Why stop? Okay, cool. Yeah, no, it's not. Okay, so what is the VanHack Julian URL? I will share that. But yeah, Eligio, email me your resume, please, if you do work with NetSuite. And if anyone knows anyone that works with NetSuite, please let me know. It's something that it's a hard skill to find for this company. Any other questiones?
Okay. Hi, yeah.
Hey, Tony.
How are you doing? Can you tell us a little bit about successful teams that you had in the past? What was their sizes and how they made the team together?
Yeah, great question, Tony. And Tony, you're also a premium member, right? I think I remember seeing you in the Slack group. So good to see you.
Yes,
here.
for sure.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. So the answer to this is there is no real a balanced team. I would say there's no perfect team or great team, but if a team is balanced, if a team has a front end developer, a back end developer, and a designer, for example, or if a team that knows how to work together, you've worked together in the past. You can also be by yourself. You don't need a team. So Marcelo, to answer your question, you don't need to be with a team. You can go by yourself. You'll be evaluated on your own work. You'll be using GitHub to create this project. So in GitHub, you can track who does what, right? And so companies will be able to see who, to a specific developer level, who did what, and be able to judge you from there, as well as you'll be able to see how active you specifically were and things like this. My biggest tip, guys, is be connected and active and asking good questions inside Slack with the companies. This is super important. Almost not more important, but almost as important as your actual code quality is how much you communicate and how well you make a good impression with companies.
So the challenges are small enough to do alone, right? If I have time, I can do it alone.
The point of the challenge is not there's a size. They're all open challenges. Build me a future of commerce app. This was a challenge from Shopify when they participated in the first VanHackathon. Build me an app that represents the future of commerce. There's no size there. It could be whatever you want. So the challenges that we ask companies for are challenges like this. They're challenges that allow people to show their creativity in their work. It's not solve this data set and make, put this there and make that there and done. It can always be improved. So it's whatever you end up building. That's really the best way to describe. Cool. Thanks for your question, Tony. It was good to see you.
Thank you, Adrian.
No problem, man. Cool.
So Ila, another question. So the creativity in order to provide a full solution will be being evaluated too. instead of just coding skills then. So
Yes,
if a problem is too open, sometimes, I mean, there are several different solutions for the same problem. Ones will be more creative or efficient. And
well, it's not like there'll be infinite different solutions. Don't think of it as a problem that needs to be solved with a correct answer. Think of it as a challenge that lets you build whatever you want and create something. It's like, I don't know. It's like when you're taking a test, you have a multiple choice questions, right? This isn't a multiple choice question. This is an open-ended question. It's writing an essay.
I see. Sense? Yeah.
Right.
I see.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. No problem, Marcelo. Good question. Israel, showing your team at work might be interesting. Yeah, that's true. I guess like if you have done a lot of work and maybe your teammates, I don't know, if I think when you're software, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but because I'm not as good of a developer as you guys are. But when you're coding, like you can see who wrote what lines of code, right? Like, isn't that true? Like companies can see, this person wrote that code and that person wrote that code, so they can just evaluate based on that. Also, you guys can present that in the best way that represents it. It's something, I guess, is team dynamics. You don't want to have some person taking credit for other people's work. And another thing that's really important is how well you work in a team. So that's also something that they're going to look at as well. Yeah, good question, actually. Cool. All right, guys, you still awake? I see some heavy faces here. No, everyone's cool. I wonder if there's people that are up really early, like from Lebanon, Elias. What time is it in Lebanon? It must be like 3 a.m. And also in Singapore.
Yeah, actually it's 2 a.m.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Lebanon, 2 a.m. Crazy. Thanks for staying up. Yes, Renato.
Yeah.
All right. Hi, everyone. I had a question about the webinar with this company that is hiring 300 people. What is the main goal of this webinar on Thursday?
So the company's going to tell you guys all about their jobs. It's basically a promotional webinar for them to tell you guys what the company is, what they're looking for, answer your questions. It's going to be basically a recruiting webinar. They're going to want to recruit all of you. They want all of you to join their teams or the best people for their roles. So really it's just going to be a webinar, them talking about, the culture of the company, the skills they're looking for, the interview process, everything that you need to know. You guys are laughing, but it's true. Like, you guys, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I wish I can make all Van Hackers realize how much you guys are needed in Canada, how much you guys are needed in Germany, how much you're needed in
laughing
Australia.
They're laughing about Diogo's message.
Oh,
shit.
About the
oh my God. Okay, never mind.
Well, about you, man.
Okay, well, I still wish you guys could see that. Good team formation, wizard, fighter, rogue, clerk. That is funny. That's World of Warcraft, right?
That's another thing. Do you think if we work as a team is better?
Yes.
Or will be no difference? It's better.
Yeah, it's not okay. It won't make a big difference, but it is better. I think it's always better, but it's fine. If you can't work in a team, it's not going to be a big thing. And some people don't like to work in teams. You just want to do your thing and make it happen. And that's fine, no problem.
That's another skill, working as a team.
Yeah, exactly. So it's good to it's good to show that you can do that, man. Yeah.
Thank you for the replies.
Yeah, no problem, Renato. No problem. And see you on Thursday, and then also next week too.
Oh, sure.
Sweet, man. Cool.
Yeah, Elio?
Yeah.
How are you?
Hey, good.
Yeah. How are you? Yeah, I wanted to ask about VR and AR jobs. I know it's a new technology and maybe it's expanding now in Canada and USA.
Mm-hmm.
So will there be any jobs in the future?
I don't know, but I think so. I know that Microsoft is looking for AR and VR people for their HoloLens product.
That's what I'm actually asking for, because I'm working on HoloLens now. So
cool.
Yeah.
Good night, Diogo. So not for right now that we don't have any AR VR jobs, but I definitely see that being a growing industry. So I'm sure there will be more those jobs, and therefore more jobs, or some of those jobs on VanHack. But I know in general there probably are a lot of those jobs in Canada and in Europe and other places. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool, Daniel. Good night as well. Have a good night. Our Orlando is looking for DBA SQL Server jobs. There aren't any on VanHack right now. I don't think. I'm pretty sure there aren't. But there are those jobs in Europe and Canada for sure. I will say it is harder to get hired as a DBA than as a software engineer. So maybe if you can, I don't know, maybe be more like DevOps, something like this. This could help, but it's definitely possible. We helped, I think, 2 DBAs get hired this year, 2 or 3. So it's possible. Cool. Some people are leaving. If you are leaving, have a good night. I guess maybe it's a good time for us to call it a night. I really appreciate you guys all being here. I know we had to make this change between Thursday and now. So thank you guys. We'll probably have another hangout right before the VanHackathon, probably on the Tuesday night before the opening. And also, guys, please come to the webinar on Thursday. It's going to be awesome. The company is really working closely with VanHack. They want to hire a lot of VanHackers. They're very impressed so far. They have, I think, 3 or 4 VanHackers already on their team. And we want to build a little VanHack army inside the company. We'll talk all about who the company is on Thursday. We do hack together. Eligio, you need to send me your resume for the NetSuite job. So yeah, we hack together, but you need to start hacking too. Okay, good. Antonia, it's good to see you here, Antonia. Good night, Dalton. And guys, I'm around. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a direct message. I'm going to be much more active in the Slack groups in this next few weeks. So please just don't be shy. As some of you guys already know, I'm very responsive. I spend my whole day only talking to VanHackers. That's all I like. It's all I do. Not always, but sometimes. So please don't be shy. I'm around. And Hugo, yes, I don't think there's design jobs for that company. I'm not sure if they're working with us they're not working with us for designer jobs, but they probably have designer jobs themselves. So if you come to the webinar, you'll see what the company is, and you can apply to them directly, and you can get a designer job with them. Cool. Okay, guys, no matter where you are in the world, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me, with us all together. Really, really great to meet the people who are here for the first time. And I'll see you guys on Thursday night, November 16th at 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. Brazil time. I'll share the exact time on Monday. Cool. All right. Good night,
All
guys.
right. Thank you. Good night.
Thanks, guys. Bye-bye. Big hug. Cheers.